on that subject, tell the story of the 3-minute egg.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Well, but it's a true story. So that was one of the questions Misty asked me in the interview that was lasted not more than 5 minutes. And back then, you had a man who introduced me, Wes Carlson. So it's not that really Misty is asking me so much because Wes is reading. He reads, okay, this is Kathryn, and she's done this. And I'll tell you, by the time he was reading, I bit my lip inside going, wow, that really? It sounded better than the actual, you would think, oh, she's gone to Europe, she's worked for the Shaw's sister. So Misty actually thought I was a lot older. I knew all these things. So her first was what my birth sign was, which I thought was ridiculous, that I was a Libra, and she's an Aries, and she said, oh, that's good, Wes, isn't that good? And don't misunderstand me. I later learned, it's not, she didn't hire me for my birth sign, but she told me she has learned, if you know somebody's sign, there are certain traits. Mm-hmm. So it just helps you to get along better. It doesn't mean you're gonna get the job. 2, can you cook a 3-minute egg? Who can? I thought, absolutely. Just, what do I know? I know how to, it's a hard-boiled egg. I watched my mom, you put the eggs in. I don't particularly care for hard-boiled. So we go off to England. That was one of the most important things. So we're now in England, and she tested me. We're at the Barristede Hotel, which is smart. She always prepares ahead of time. So before we go to work, you do have a few days of preparation. She told me make a 3-minute egg. Well, first of all, you're in a hotel, and it's not like, this is going back to 1979. And those hotels, you don't have kitchenettes, you don't have anything. And I'm looking around, well, how am I going to do this? Although Misty, when you travel, you are always prepared. She travels with her own little hot water. It's a little thing that you put in, but she did. 1, you don't want to bother the hotel every time you turn around, and 2, it takes them too long to come up. You don't want to wait 45 minutes for coffee. So, we brought our percolator. Eventually I learned, the percolator, the Maxwell House coffee, Desperation, Sanka, you just keep it simple. It's always the same. And so when I couldn't find it, then she shows me, all right, so I'm thinking, you pour the hot water, you get it hot, and I didn't pass the test. So then she said, let me show you. And then when she did, it's the first time I ever had it. And she puts a little butter on the bottom, and then you put the egg in and salt and pepper. Well, I tell you, it was delicious, delicious. And then I learned, and then, you have a little timer, but